Hey everyone. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about the future of Mickey's Toontown over at Disneyland. Now, for probably, I would say for the better part of a year before they actually started to, start the construction on Star Wars Land, there was a lot of rumor and a lot of talk about what would happen to Mickey's Toontown. You know, they're building Star Wars Land back there in the old backstage area. And you know, they shortened the Rivers of America. They encroached on that a little bit. Would Mickey's Toontown be safe? Well, there was a lot of rumors. Everyone was speculating. It turned out that Mickey's Toontown is safe for the time being. So that's why I want to do this video. I wanted to do this video to kind of discuss with you my thoughts on the future of Toontown. Is it safe for future Star Wars expansions? What's going to happen to Toontown? Okay, so let's dive right in. So here's what I think. Right now, obviously, Toontown is safe. Okay, it's not going anywhere. They managed to build Star Wars Land off to the side, and they figured out other ways to incorporate it without touching Toontown. Now, there's a couple of things here in regards to Mickey's Toontown that are worrisome. Okay. Now, the worrisome thing is that Mickey's Toontown it's not really relevant today. A lot of people don't go back there. It's kind of a forgotten land of Disneyland, okay? And which is actually really, really sad. I love Toontown, and I think that the architecture and stuff is really cool. It's really a neat area, but just a lot of people, maybe it's the location, I'm not really sure, they just don't go back there. They don't ever think to go back there. And plus it's geared towards really small children. Okay, there's not a whole lot to do for the whole family. A lot of it's geared for really, really young children. So that's a problem. And it's a problem because when you have an area that sits next to probably one of the most popular or soon to be most popular areas, which is Star Wars Land, and then this land over here isn't really doing so great, it kind of lends itself to the idea like, well, and from a Disney perspective, from a Disney executive perspective, well, why do we even have Toontown when we can expand Star Wars into Toontown and make even more money? So it's a little worrisome that the numbers for Toontown aren't that hot. It's not really a relevant area anymore. So that concerns me because I do love Toontown and I grew up on Toontown and I hope it sticks around. Now, with that said, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and there is some positive things that I'm going to go over with you that could also happen. When Star Wars Land opens, it's obviously going to be a massive mega hit, right? Now, what Disney could do and what they might do is actually create a entrance to Star Wars Land from Toontown. So, for instance, and again, this is just speculation. For instance, they can take out the Chippendale treehouse and they can make a pathway into Star Wars Land going that direction. If they were to do that, okay, if they were to create that pathway from Toontown to Star Wars Land, that would be a game changer for Toontown. If you have all those people from Star Wars Land emptying out into Toontown, there's going to be a massive increase of traffic in that area. And, once you come out of Star Wars Land and into Toontown, you're going to be like, well, while we're here, why don't we go on gadgets? Well, while we're here, why don't we go visit Mickey? Or while we're here, why don't we go eat or go into the shops? That would be a game changer, okay? And that could actually extend the life of Toontown for decades, okay? Generations. So that's a possibility. That's a very real possibility. Because of the popularity of Star Wars Land, they're going to want as many entrances and exits out of that land as possible, as not to bottleneck and really create a lot of congestion in Star Wars Land. So there's a really good possibility that they're going to actually make a Star Wars Land entrance exit in Toontown. If they do that, that will really be a big positive move for Toontown. Okay, so there's that. The other thing I want to discuss with you is potential, okay? Toontown has enormous potential, and I don't know why Disney hasn't tapped into this more. The whole idea of a land based around cartoons, okay, where they live, You know, Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, Daisy. The whole concept is such a cool idea. Like I said before earlier in the video, the architecture, the look of the land, it's really cool. They could do a lot with that, okay? With even the characters of today, like Oswald. Imagine an area, like a sub area, like a black and white alley or something, right? Where you walk in and all the buildings are in black and white, and the signature attraction for that little area of Toontown would be an Oswald dark ride. There's a lot of potential there. Okay, that's just one idea, but there's a million things they can do with Toontown that would keep it relevant today. I don't know why they've let it stagnate for so long, but hopefully that changes. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Right now, the area is safe. It worries me though, because Star Wars Land is so close to it. So you have like the most popular land, probably most popular land, and then up against Toontown, which is really not that relevant today, and isn't really super popular. So I could see Disney's motivation to go ahead and encroach Star Wars into Toontown. I hope that doesn't happen. You never know though. You know, weirder things have happened. They've gotten rid of things in the past, obviously, and it's not, you know, unheard of. It's a possibility. So those are my thoughts. I think that Toontown has a lot of potential. I think that we could do a lot with that area. I just think that Disney has to give that area a chance and add things in there that will bring it back into the public's eye. And also, if they create a path from Toontown to Star Wars Land, that's going to be an enormous boost for Toontown, which I think will extend its life a lot longer if they do that. So those are my thoughts on it. Comment below. Let me know what you think. I mean, is Toontown, is it kind of like, is it dead already to you? Should they just bulldoze it and just extend Star Wars Land out? Or do you think, or do you kind of agree with me that there's saving, there's opportunity there, there's potential where they can add things and they can actually make Toontown relevant again, and they can keep this area of the park? Let me know what you think. Comment below. I love when you guys comment. I try to get to as many of the comments as I can. I do content, for those of you new to the channel, I do content on Disney all the time. So like, subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.